Yo, 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 what's good, world? It's your boy Gio, man. I'm back with another one, man. This right here is crazy interesting, man. Um, this is unbelievable, man. It was a CEO, man, that was in New York City, man. He just got unalive, man. His name Brian Thompson, of the United HealthCare. He it's doing nothing but good from all we know. They said that the shooter, he's pre-planned it. He had it all set up and figured out how he wanted to do, the steps moving forward to get his, target, if you will, if you want to call it that. They said he waited out for a long time, man. For him to come out and so he can approach him, man, and do what he did. That just happened this morning, y'all. That was this morning. By the way, I can tell y'all this, man. Whoever it is, man, they catch them. Best believe y'all are done. When I say done, I mean them. Whoever it is ruined. I mean, they got the camera footage of the guy just, taking action, man. Like they got the whole thing on camera, man. Of this man losing his life, man. At a healthcare. Well, it was actually at a hotel. He's the CEO of the healthcare place, man. And man, y'all gotta see this video. When y'all check this one out, man, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this whole entire situation, man. Do y'all think that the justice is gonna be served? Do y'all think that they're gonna find him, or do y'all think it's gonna be left unsolved? I mean, like I said, they got camera footage and everything, so that might give out some clues. Hopefully, it'll bring justice to the family, man, and peace to the family, cause that's a sad situation, man, to have to go through and have your family hear about, man. It's crazy, man. So y'all check that out. Drop in the comments, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Let's run it up, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. We're growing, we're getting bigger, man. Let's keep rocking it out, man. We are the family, man. To the next time, man. I'ma holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, stay warm, stay happy, man. Salute. Yo, yo, yo. What's good, world? It's your boy, man. You already know, man. I got a new update for y'all, man. We got another one, man. It's about your boy Javante Davis, man. One of the nice, nicest boxers, man, outside of Mayweather and those class weights, man. He's getting uh, a lot of hatred uh, through a lot of people. A lot of people. It's a lot of people that want to fight him, man. He got a lot of fights that may get set up or may not. I can tell y'all this. He's actually about to fight. He's about to fight. His next fight's gonna be Lamar Roach. His next opponent. He don't have a high ranking of 10 wins and stuff like that, but he said that he think that he's qualified to be able to fight him. He think he's one of the fighters, and he said a lot of fighters that he's been around are gone except for him. So he said that's his next opponent, man, and he got two more fights that's gonna be coming up as well. He said he's after 2025. He said he's done. He said he's done with boxing, man. He's tired of it. A lot of the BS that's going along that comes along with it. He's dealing with a lot of BS, and he said he's done after 2025. He's gonna do I think two or three more fights for next year. He's gonna call it a quits. It's a wrap, and he also mentioned about Jake Paul being a clown. You know what I mean? He know what's going on with these fights and stuff like that, man. Allegedly, your boy Jake Paul, he got booted off from being able to fight, man. Especially with that lawsuit, with Netflix, man. Um, that really messed him up, man. And I hope he find other ways to invest. He might be able to do wrestling with his brother. But yeah, Javante Davis said, man, he's a clown, man, and he's not respecting him. He also said that Mike Tyson tarnished, his legacy, man. Which for me, it might have been a money grab, and then a under the table money grab afterwards. Mike Tyson was looking out for him, trying to bring him out into the boxing world. But I think Tyson should have been more. Well, he couldn't because that was his opponent, but it would have been good if he could have helped train him to get him right and then got compensated off of that versus fighting him and having to lose under strict contract regulations and rules and stuff like that, to where he can't, you know, fight like he want to, dude was biting his gloves, man. He was getting so agitated, man, because he's in for the knockout, man. This dude, he ain't playing, man. He ain't sitting in the ring with you to lollygag and chill. He going in and taking you out, and that's it, man. So Javante Davis said, yeah, man, your boy Tyson, he just ruined himself, his legacy, his reputation over a Jake Paul fight. Like, and I can kind of agree with him if it was a big fight. Like, let's say if, and this is theoretically thinking, if they were a little bit younger, or it could be right now. It could be right now. I can say right now because he actually went in the ring right now. It's like, feels like a Holyfield or, one of those calibers. Was it James Toney? Something like that. One of these fights, like, something that's in his age range. And if he lost, it wouldn't have been bad because they're gonna say, "Oh, yeah, well, these guys are older. They not exactly how they was before." But for him to fight somebody that was like half his age, he was actually younger than that, and having it set up like that. So that's why Javante Davis, he said what he said, man. And like I said, I just want to give y'all an update on this, man. He said he's retiring after 2025. He's done. He said the boxing stuff is foo-foo. He got a few people that he want to fight that's going to be up for next year. After 2025, it's a wrap. He said Tyson, he just ruined his legacy, man. He just tarnished himself, man, over that Jake Paul stuff. He said Jake Paul's a clown, man. Y'all got to tune in on this video right here. This is a big major update, man, in the boxing world, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Let's talk about this stuff. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna try to go live tonight. I'm gonna try to go live and then hit the subscribe button, man. Hit the subscribe button, man. Hit the likes, hit the comments, hit all of that jazz, man. I appreciate y'all, man. As always, man. All the love and support y'all been giving your boy, man. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all, man. And I salute that, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one.
The CEO of America's largest health insurance company was shot and killed by a masked attacker outside a New York City hotel. United HealthCare CEO Brian Thompson was fatally shot in what appears to be a targeted attack. Police have launched a huge manhunt to catch the killer, who fled on a bicycle into Central Park. Witnesses said the suspect waited outside the hotel before the shooting and knew which door Thompson was going to emerge from before firing from point-blank range. Officers performed CPR before he was rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Thompson was 50 years old. The NYPD is offering a $10,000 reward to anyone with information regarding the shooting.
He was here in this corner the whole night. Yeah.
Who was on the corner?
The guy who shot the guy.
The driver told me he was hanging around whole night waiting for the guy, the shooter, and he just inside the car waiting for him. Soon he see him, he just shot him. That's what I know.
Breaking news here in New York City. The CEO of a leading multi-billion-dollar health insurer was shot to death in broad daylight this morning. Brian Thompson, head of United HealthCare for the past 3.5 years. A gunman shot him in the chest around 7 a.m., according to police. He was outside the Hilton Hotel in one of Manhattan's busiest commercial areas, even at that time of the morning. He was taken to a hospital. Hospital couldn't help. He died there. The suspect still at large. Why was he shot? We have no information at this hour. Brian Thompson was 50 years old.
Again, from NYPD News saying these are additional images of the suspects sought in connection to this morning's homicide. If you have any information about this incident, the suspect, or his location, please contact NYPD Tips at 1-800-577-TIPS. And they did provide a couple of photos, so let me just bring these up for you as I provide some more context as to the information that has so far been released about this suspect. So we know that investigators there on the scene described the suspect as someone who was wearing a distinctive gray backpack, 6 foot tall, light-skinned man with a slim build. You can see him here in these photos. He was last seen wearing a cream-colored jacket with black gloves, a black mask, and black and white sneakers. He first fled on foot and then on an e-bike and was last seen earlier this morning in Central Park on Central Drive. So I just want to leave these images up here on your screen while I surmise the events from earlier today. So again, the CEO of United HealthCare shot and killed outside a Midtown Manhattan hotel Wednesday morning in what the NYPD said appeared to be a, quote, brazen and targeted attack. This is courtesy of reporting from our partners down at Fox 5 in New York. Brian Thompson, who's 50 years old, was shot shortly before his United HealthCare annual investors meeting. Now, according to the Fortune 500 company's website, Thompson has served as CEO since April of 2021. That shooting happening around 6:45 in the morning Eastern time outside the New York Hilton Midtown between West 53rd and West 54th Streets. According to police, Thompson was shot in the back and the leg and was taken to Roosevelt Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. We did also receive some statements as we...
Look, when you live in New York, there's not very much that surprises you, but this one is really bizarre. The CEO of United HealthCare just shot on the street in front of a hotel, and police are saying it is not random. They believe that it was targeted. Some sort of hit just before their investors conference here. What kind of hit? For what reason? United HealthCare is the biggest healthcare provider in the country. This is really some weird... What is going on here? What do you think it is?
They stepped over his body and started the meeting on time. He was in Manhattan at 7 a.m. for an 8 a.m. investor meeting. He got in front of the main doors to the building of the investor. They could have had this shit on Zoom. Instead, they had to be there in person. Why they had to be there in person? Because we need to make sure commercial real estate is flourishing. He got by an assassin with a silencer while he wore a jacket thinking about PowerPoint presentations on how he is returning value to shareholders by denying health care to moms with breast cancer. And he got caught in the street, and they stepped over his body. Those investors that he was working for, the shareholders that he held dear as a CEO, they stepped over his pool of blood. They kicked the shell casings that led to the end of his life down the street because the meeting still had to start on time. These companies don't give a fuck about nobody. He's the CEO, the chief executive officer of a healthcare company. They fucking didn't even check to see if he still had a pulse. They just wanted to check the stock price, which, mind you, went up 2.5% when they found out his ass was dead. Do less at work.
United HealthCare CEO Brian Thompson fatally shot outside Hilton Hotel in Midtown in possible targeted attack. Brian Thompson, 50, was at the hotel around 6:46 a.m., arriving early for a conference, when a masked man allegedly waiting for him fired at him repeatedly and fled eastbound off 6th Avenue, police sources told the Post. Thompson was hit in the chest. He was rushed in critical condition to the Mount Sinai Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead, police said. Andrew Whitty, CEO of parent company United Health Group, said the firm had been holding its Investor Day conference at the hotel on Wednesday, which Thompson was attending. The conference was abruptly called off due to a very serious medical situation with one of its team members, Whitty said in a statement. Officials said no arrests have been made yet and that the investigation is ongoing. The suspect was described as a white male wearing a cream-colored jacket, black face mask, and black and white sneakers. Officials said he was carrying a gray backpack. Witnesses told the Post the suspect had been spotted near the vicinity of the hotel on 6th Avenue, milling around. Sources said the shooter wasn't a guest at the hotel, but it is unclear if he had other business there. When the suspect spotted Thompson, he began to fire from a distance, striking him multiple times, police sources added. The masked man then fled through the Ziegfeld alleyway and hopped on a bike to escape.
Brian Thompson, the CEO of United HealthCare, was shot and killed in what appears, at this early stage of our investigation, to be a brazen, targeted attack. This does not appear to be a random act of violence. We have increased the reward in this case to $10,000.
United HealthCare CEO Brian Thompson fatally shot outside Hilton Hotel in Midtown in possible targeted attack. Brian Thompson, 50, was at the hotel around 6:46 a.m., arriving early for a conference, when a masked man allegedly waiting for him fired at him repeatedly and fled eastbound off 6th Avenue. Police sources told the Post. Thompson was hit in the chest. He was rushed in critical condition to the Mount Sinai Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead, police said. Andrew Whitty, CEO of parent company United Health Group, said the firm had been holding its Investor Day conference at the hotel on Wednesday, which Thompson was attending. The conference was abruptly called off due to a very serious medical situation with one of its team members, Whitty said in a statement. Officials said no arrests have been made yet and that the investigation is ongoing. The suspect was described as a white male wearing a cream-colored jacket, black face mask, and black and white sneakers. Officials said he was carrying a gray backpack. Witnesses told the Post the suspect had been spotted near the vicinity of the hotel on 6th Avenue, milling around. Sources said the shooter wasn't a guest at the hotel, but it is unclear if he had other business there. When the suspect spotted Thompson, he began to fire from a distance, striking him multiple times, police sources added. The masked man then fled through the Ziegfeld alleyway and hopped on a bike to escape.
The CEO of United Health is shot and killed in downtown New York. The New York Post is reporting Brian Thompson was fatally shot outside the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan. This is some video from the scene, and this is a very crowded tourist area typically. Police say a masked man approached him and shot him before getting away. Thompson was rushed to the hospital where he later died. The website for United HealthCare says Thompson served as CEO since 2021. We're going to continue to follow this developing story.
United HealthCare boss Brian Thompson was shot and killed in Midtown Manhattan early this morning. Investigators also releasing new images of the shooter, who they say ran off into an alley and got away on a bicycle. The whole thing unfolding just blocks from Rockefeller Center and hours before the famous tree lighting. The NYP now offering a $10,000 reward for any information leading them to the shooter.
The motive for this murder currently is unknown, but based on the evidence we have so far, it does appear that the victim was specifically targeted. But at this point, we do not know why. This does not appear to be a random act of violence.
Joining me from the scene of the shooting is our Morgan Norwood, also former NYPD Chief of Detectives Bob Boyce. So, Morgan, detectives have now recovered a water bottle, a candy wrapper, and other things I understand from the area where the shooter apparently was. Are we waiting on DNA now?
Yeah, I believe that's where police are in terms of the investigation.
An urgent investigation underway in the heart of Midtown Manhattan, where police say United HealthCare CEO Brian Thompson was shot and killed Wednesday morning. New surveillance video shows the moments the violence unfolded. Police now reviewing the footage as the search for the suspect intensifies.
I want to be clear. At this time, every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack.
Investigators say the suspect, wearing all black and a ski mask, waited until the 50-year-old showed up at the Hilton Hotel for an investors conference.
The suspect approached from behind and fired several rounds, striking the victim at least once in the back and at least once in the right calf. Many people passed the suspect, but he appeared to wait for his intended target.
3 shell casings found at the crime scene, along with live rounds from a 9mm gun. At one point, police say the gun appeared to jam, and when the shooter cleared it, he began shooting again. The murder happening not far from tonight's tree lighting at Rockefeller Center. They're also conducting interviews in Thompson's home state of Minnesota.
We're reaching out to law enforcement in Minnesota, and we're also interviewing his co-workers and family members to see if there have been any specific threats against him in the past.
United HealthCare is the health insurance wing of United Health Group, the largest health insurer in the world. The company releasing a statement saying they are deeply saddened and shocked, saying Brian was a highly respected colleague and a friend to all who worked with him. There's still no word on a motive. Thompson's wife tells ABC her husband was a loving father to 2 sons and their family is shattered. They're requesting their privacy be respected during this difficult time.
Fox 5, Good Day New York, first on the scene. We saw as officers attempted to give this man CPR, those desperate moments. But again, this victim, the man who was shot in the chest, has died. This all happened about 6:45 in the morning outside of the Hilton Hotel right off 6th Avenue. The suspect described as a 6-foot-tall man with a slim build, possibly wearing a cream-colored jacket, black gloves. He took off northbound on 6th Avenue. People who witnessed this situation, there were actually 2 or 3 people who saw it. They said that it appeared that this suspect was waiting for hours, maybe overnight, outside of the Hilton, possibly targeting this victim. It's unclear potentially how these two know each other.